Hello and welcome to the channel. I just saw Suky on Prime Video. This is another movie by Nemsia Studios, who's given us movies like Breath of Life and With Difficulty Comes Ease. So let's see if this movie also lives up to the track record that they've got. Suky has been directed by Cardoso and it's been produced by Bamidele Adelusi. A boxer's son witnesses his dad being killed in front of him. He later gets implicated in a murder by the same men. Now he must fight for survival and freedom. His battles, both internal and external, make the movie. So what stands out in Suky for me is the darkness. The darkness in the prison sort of sets the tone for the entire film. And that, along with this underground dambe boxing, which is at the core of the film, makes for the overall tone of it. The subhuman treatment of prison inmates adds to this eeriness. We have them scrambling for food, fighting over water, and sleeping over each other like mats placed one on top of another in a shop, because of how cramped the prison is. The violence in the film is intense. It's more than any other Nollywood movie I've seen. The blood, the splatters, the punches, the blows, everything feels very natural and convincing, and of course disturbing as well. And this is very well supported by the neatly choreographed fight sequences. The training and the fight strategies are well done. Now that's one thing in which most movies take creative liberties, and that's been done here too as well. But the fact that they brought impact without, or the fact that impact does not come at the cost of believability, is what makes it a big win over here. The story is linear and limiting, but that does not stop the film from diligently exploring the themes of corruption, power dynamics, and relationships. And there is also a very nascent romance that has been thrown into it. The writing is rather tight, the dialogues are snappy and to the point. Though there is no dialogue that stays with you, but it still seamlessly supports the film. The storytelling is pacey, it's punchy, and the final act gives goosebumps as well. There's lovely symbolism that's been worked into the movie, like this imprisoned Suky looks at this caged bird in a way in which he relates to it. At the end of the fight, he looks up from the fighting ground, or whatever it's called. He looks up towards the building where Simi is standing in a lit room. So that brings a nice contrast of the darkness and a light which is far away. The cinematography and lighting work in tandem to create impact. It is on the money, and that is brilliantly supported by the music. I really enjoyed the Yoruba rap track which is there in the film, and that was really groovy. And I'd like to hear some more Yoruba rap, so if you've got some good recommendations for that, do drop that in the comments as well. Talking about the negatives, I felt that the movie doesn't tell us enough about the negative characters. A bit more of a background about the negative characters would have helped a lot more. And it's the same with a couple of events in the film as well. A little more explanation here and there would have done. Now let's move on to performances. Debutant James Damilare has given a very intense performance. You can see the pain carried by the character who has been wronged by life. Even in his action, he is powerful and believable. I would say that this is a debut that's nothing short of spectacular. Ibrahim Yekini as a leader among the inmates and a fight connoisseur, for lack of a better word, with this limp, has a performance that stays with you. He has this hot and cold mannerisms and this tough yet warm aura, and it is such a brilliant support to the storytelling. Olarotimi Fakunle as the jailer is another noteworthy performance. He plays the scheming man who's drunk on power, who's pushing the limits of his greed, and that has been brought to screen very convincingly. Tobi Bakre, he sets the tone for the film as Suki's boxer father, and he's no newbie to action and memorable performances, so it's no different here. He's done a stellar job here as well. Bimbo Ademoye, in comparison to the roles we're used to seeing her in, has a smaller role here, but the role is very central to the film. She plays this compassionate nurse that helps bring this positive or this more loving side of Suki out. Femi Adebayo has a small role, but he's given a good performance. All in all, I would say that you should skip this movie if and only if on screen violence disturbs you. Else, this is another gem from Nemzia. Do check it out, it's on Prime Video globally. That's it for this time. If you've seen the movie, I'd like to know your thoughts on it. Do like the video, do share, do subscribe. Till next time, bye.